Hey everyone, it's Keenya Kelly, a business and brand consultant for KenyaKelly.com and If You Brand It. If this is your first time watching me, I'm an entrepreneur and a business owner. And basically what I do is I help people to figure out who they are at the core of their beings, create ideas that will turn into profitable businesses, and then we strategically build them and brand them online. And so anytime you guys watch me live or in person, you're going to hear me talk about business, branding, marketing, Jesus, and my cats, right? So right now we are here. This is Faith. Faith is, how old are you? 2. Is it 2? 4? 2? 4? Faith is 2. She's going to be 3 this year. I have a 4-year-old cat. Her name is Maui. She'll be 5 this year. And then I have an 11-year-old cat named Eddie, and he'll be 12 this year. So I have a whole animal kingdom around these parts, all right? And so just want to introduce you guys to them because that's my life, and that's what my life pretty much consists of, either business or the cats. But tonight I want to finish up as we're talking about the series, The Entrepreneur Mindset and Activity. We are on, I think it's day number 4. I just want to make sure I got my stuff right. We're on part number 4. There we go. Yes, part 4, Entrepreneurs Embrace Change. So if you are just now beginning to watch this series, you can always go to my YouTube channel and watch part 1 through 3, and that's youtube.com/KenyaKelly81. That is youtube.com/KenyaKelly81, and you can watch parts 1 through 3. So I'm very passionate about entrepreneurship because I got my start in network marketing back in 2002, and my entrepreneurship journey has been a journey. Some of it's been amazing, and some of it has been not so amazing. And over the years, over the years, I have been working with entrepreneurs, trying to help them to really strategically build businesses. But on top of that, trying to strategically help them understand what being an entrepreneur looks like, right? Because in a world of social media will make you think that, oh, I can just post and I can make $1 million. But they don't realize that after you finish that post, that entrepreneurs get to work, right? And so I have strategically been trying to break down the habits and the mindsets of what happens with entrepreneurs. And so I decided to create a specific, thank you, Janella. I decided to create a specific training teaching them the mindsets of an entrepreneur, because I love people and I love business, and I don't want people to get sucked into a business thinking that their job means just over broke, because it doesn't. A job pays your bills, right? But that, you can strategically build a business on the side that can pay you a significant amount of money over time. And so I'm trying to help people to keep from having their homes go into foreclosure, keep from having their cars repossessed by making the wrong entrepreneur decisions, right? I've had my cars repossessed. I've had all types of stuff happen through my entrepreneur journey because I listened to the wrong voices, right? People, sometimes they mean well, but they don't really think about some of the things that they tell you to do because they're just in the moment, or they just see your talent and they don't understand what it is that you don't know. And so I have decided to take the time and teach you guys what it takes to really be a successful entrepreneur. And then that's not something that's going to happen overnight. Okay. So if this is your first time watching, guys, please type #new. If you have been here before, I want you to type #living legend. That lets me know that you are a living legend. And what that is, it's someone who is choosing to create something, to create a business that will outlive them, that you can leave an inheritance to your family. And so if you guys wouldn't mind sharing this video, I'm going to share this really quickly. Sharing is Karen. Sharing allows you to reach more people. And so I'm going to quickly share this somewhere on Facebook. So give me just a second and I'm going to share this with you. For those of you guys that are seeing movement behind me, that is Faith, the 2-year-old. I recently invested in some throw blankets, and I didn't realize just how much Faith likes throw blankets. I don't think she knew either, but now she's all over my throw blankets. That's the green one. There's another one over there. So it's a situation, to say the least. Okay, so tonight is part 4 of the Entrepreneur Mindset and Activity, all right? And we're talking about entrepreneurs embrace change. Entrepreneurs embrace change, all right? So let's talk about that. So as an employee, I love jobs. As an employee, we typically don't have to deal with a lot of change. We know that our work schedule is typically whatever your schedule is. So let's just say it's 8 to 5. You know that you get to work at 8 o'clock. You're going to go at lunch break from this time to this time, or you get a certain amount of time. You get a certain amount of breaks. You're going to get a certain salary, and you have a certain job. You know your boss going to act the fool at some point, so you're not surprised by it, right? You know the holidays and things like that. That's a typical, and it's usually very, very, very steady, right? It's very, very, very steady. Well, entrepreneurship is nothing like being an employee. And it's important that as you begin to venture into entrepreneurship, that you understand that from 8 to 5-ish, you're going to have to put on one hat. But when you leave that office, you got to take that hat completely off and you got to put on another. And that's the entrepreneur hat. And it's a totally different hat. It's a totally different hat. And neither one of them are better than the other, but it's a totally different hat. And as an entrepreneur, this is part 4, entrepreneurs have to embrace change. Entrepreneurs have to embrace change because things are always going to change. They always are. I've warned people in entrepreneurship, Facebook is like this and I'm going to keep doing this on Facebook. Well, Facebook is a business. Right? Somebody write that down in the comments. Facebook is a business. Now, what that means is that Facebook's job as a business is to continue, hey Hannah, to continue reinventing Facebook, causing people to stay on the platform longer, causing businesses to invest more money into getting their messages in front of people. Right? So when you see Facebook make a change, a lot of times people get annoyed with the changes that Facebook makes, but I get excited because I said, well, they making the changes. I don't have to make them. Thanks for posting that, Hannah. All I have to do is relearn what's going on, right? I don't have to relearn all their systems in the back end of stuff. And so tonight, as we talk about the entrepreneurs embrace change, you have to understand that things are going to change with your marketing. Things are going to change with your customers. You're going to have some customers that have always been with you. They've always paid you that monthly retainer, and something's going to happen to their business. Or they're going to say, I don't need marketing anymore, or I don't need you anymore. I got this new person working for me directly. I don't have to pay you anymore. But we have to understand and embrace change, that things are going to change. Now, if you are a Christian in business, things going to change for real. Right? Because at any point in time, the Holy Spirit will give you a directive. Do you hear what I'm saying? Anybody on here, a Christian business owner? At any point in time, the Holy Spirit will give you a directive, and that's not an option. He's telling you, you need to turn right. That I know you're going left, but I'm telling you, as your Holy Spirit, you need to turn right. And you got to turn right. And so when you turn right down, listen, your GPS is telling you stay straight, and the Holy Spirit said take a right, and you're like, take a right, and you guys to take a right. I'll give you guys an example. I love the Lord. And I remember one night I was driving home from ministry school, and I think I felt like a small inkling to say, don't get off on that exit you normally go, just keep going straight. And for whatever reason, I got up on the exit. I was on this road for an hour. There was traffic out the wazoo, it was accidents, and I could have foregone that if I had listened to that still small voice that was telling me to go straight. Does that make sense? Recently, the Holy it's so funny. It's not funny, but it's funny. Recently, the Holy Spirit told me, he said, you need to get a new book, a new empty book, and you're going to write down all the creative ideas that I give you. I didn't listen to him. Valentine's Day in my class, I'm in the School of Supernatural at Victory, and they're supposed to buy gift for someone, and then you're supposed to prophesy the gift. So Pastor Jeremy comes up to me and says, hey, the Lord told me to get you these pens, ink pens. And he starts prophesying. He said, the Lord says you need to get a new book. You need to write all the creative ideas in this book. I about punched him in the gut in a good way. This is me being expressive. I was like, holy smokes, right? I wanted to do a lap around him, set myself on fire. I want to do all type of stuff because he was on it. You hear what I'm saying? And I'm being funny about punching him in the gut. I'm just being extra for like video purposes. But he was on it. And so as soon as I got home, I was like, I already have a notebook. I found a notebook and I was like, okay, God, what do you want to say? And he's been giving me ideas. I mean, he's been giving me so many strategic ideas. And I'm just like, dude, you are the business. And he's like, duh. I created the heavens and the earth. And I'm like, oh, yeah, you kind of did that, you know, whatever. You ain't all that. No, I'm just kidding. But, yeah, sometimes we be having a little conversation. But I was like the most amazing thing. And so I've just been getting these ideas from God, and I'm just writing them down. He's not saying do all of them right now, but he is giving me directives. And so if you're a Christian in business, you got to embrace change, because that thing gonna change. It could change at the drop of a hat, but it usually changes for the good, right? So off of the Christian thing, as a entrepreneur, you have to understand that things are going to change. The laws are going to change. Your customers going to change. You know, the rate of pay should probably change. I use a scheduler for my consulting clients, and that thing changes. I get emails that says we have a new update, and I'm like, you know, I can either ignore the email or I can read the update. G Suite recently sent out an update because I have my emails through G Suite, and I was like, I need to get on board with what's going on with G Suite, right? And understand the changes. And I don't have to create the systems. I just have to understand the changes. But as an entrepreneur, you have to, I can't say it enough. Entrepreneurs, you got to constantly be growing. I said this a couple weeks ago. As an entrepreneur, you're either growing or you're dying. And this is not me prophesying your death, okay? As an entrepreneur, you're either growing or you're dying. And what that means is that the world is constantly changing. Everything we know is always changing. Snapchat just changed. Instagram changing. All of them, the platforms keep changing, right? And they're just enhancing. But if you get annoyed with the change, at some point in time, you're going to be trying to market on MySpace and ain't nobody checking for you. Does that make sense? Now, I know Soulja Boy got found on MySpace, but right now, live video is how people are getting found. And so if you're someone and you're saying, well, I don't like live video, I don't have time for live video. Well, my friend, there's a high chance that at some point you're going to go out of business, because you've got to stick and move. You've got to embrace the change, right? And so what that means is that you're going to have to learn these new things, right? Like, I'm in the process of getting ready to learn a new tool. And I'm like, oh, gosh, I do not want to learn this. But I'm going to learn it. Why? I'm an entrepreneur. And unless I got a team of people learning this stuff for me and teaching it, I got to learn it. You hear what I'm saying? I've got to learn it. That's just like when you have a baby. Your baby's not going to stay the same. When you get married, your spouse, they're not going to always stay the same. They're going to change. That broccoli casserole that he used to like 10 years ago, he may not like rice no more. He may not like chicken, the cream of chicken soup. You may have to make a totally different type of meal because he don't like that broccoli casserole no more. Does that make sense? I mean, it's a funny example, this Faith back here. But when I brought Eddie home, the 11-year-old cat, I brought him home for Christmas, my whole house changed. The way everybody eats, drastically different. Like, the way I interact with Maui is drastically different. Hey, Erica, because Maui can't stand Eddie. And Eddie a little too extra for her. So I'm having to change what's going on in my household because I got a new animal in the house. Does that make sense? I'm getting ready to move closer to my church. So the things that I do are going to change. And what way are they going to change? I'm not sure. Marty Mark, what's up, Marcus? Sorry. Marcus, Rosier. So Rosier, player from the Himalayas, is on the broadcast. Sorry. I just say, hey, what's up to Marcus? Anyway, so you guys have to understand that things are going to change. And they change for the better, but you have to appreciate it, okay? You have to understand that, you know, your bootleg, and I just randomly saying this because Erica said what she said. Hey, Marcus. So you have to understand that your bootleg live stream ain't working no more. Erica, I'm not calling yours bootleg. I just randomly was thinking, but, you know, yours is not bootleg. But you have to understand that your bootleg live stream ain't working no more. So what does that mean? You're going to get yourself a ring light. You're going to get yourself an upgraded phone. You're going to have to create some background stuff. You hear what I'm saying? Like, listen, when I'm moving to a new place, right, in a different part of town, and my intention is to get a brand new couch, is to get all these decorations and really decorate the wall and turning that into my live stream studio, right? And then eventually bringing in some of my friends and my clients in Houston and doing side-by-side interviews and doing things inside of the Legacy Lounge Elite, my entrepreneur school, from that place. That's going to change things, right? Because I normally don't meet with my clients, but my business will change because I want to display my clients more to you guys online. I'll have to be cute all the way down from the head down. Most days I'm only cute from the waist up because you guys never see what kind of pants I have on. But when I begin to do those videos, I'm gonna have to be cute all the way down because I don't want my clients seeing me looking like boo boo the fool, you know, and they like, what's going on? You hear what I'm saying? And so I know I'm being funny and a little extra, but my point is that as an entrepreneur, if you expect things to always stay the same, you actually are expecting to operate a job. And there's nothing wrong with a job, but jobs typically don't change a whole lot. They change a little bit, but nowhere near as much as being an entrepreneur does. Because being an entrepreneur, you are running everything. You are the accountant, you are the legal team, you are the marketing team, you are the branding team, you are the content developer. You're all those things in your entrepreneurship endeavors. And if you don't appreciate that, you will go out of business. You will be so frustrated. But I'm telling you, you can do it. Don't get overwhelmed by everything that I'm sharing tonight or have shared the last 3 videos. But understand that it is a journey. The stuff that I know today, I didn't know it 5 years ago. And the rest of the stuff I'm going to learn this year, at this moment, March 5th, 2018, the things that I learned tomorrow, I don't know today. But I'm going to learn them and I'm going to constantly be evolving. Does that make sense? And it's worth it. It's worth the change. Hear me. Growing and developing as an entrepreneur is worth the change because you'll constantly grow and you'll constantly make more money. People watching me right now were not watching me 10 years ago. First of all, there was no live stream. Second of all, I wasn't this developed. Now, I'm not saying I'm all that. But I'm all that, right? You know, you got to toot your own horn sometimes. Toot, toot. Okay? Anyway, okay. All of a sudden, I started thinking of the Major Pain. Y'all ever seen the movie Major Pain? I can't feel my legs. Anyway, sorry. My sister Tiffany would totally appreciate that. Anyway, y'all see Major Pain? Anybody know Major Pain? Okay. Bam! Okay. Anyway, so I will keep going just in case y'all don't. Y'all new to me. It just goes downhill from here. But anyway, we're talking about embracing change. What type of questions do you guys have about being an entrepreneur? Like what questions do you have? We've had this is part 4 of the entrepreneur mindset. Let me tell you what the parts were. Part 1 was entrepreneurs make a decision to learn. Part 2 was entrepreneurs work a job, a dream, and a hustle. Today is entrepreneurs embrace change. And then part 3 was, what was part 3? Hold on. I'm trying to find part 3 on my timeline. I did it this past Saturday. If you guys haven't seen it, all you have to do is go to my my Facebook timeline. You guys can see it. Hold on, pulling it up. Entrepreneurs know when to work and when to rest. Entrepreneurs know when to work and when to rest. Okay. So you guys can watch all that. But listen, I've been telling you guys that my whole goal is trying to help more entrepreneurs be better entrepreneurs. I've got 2,100 people inside of my private Facebook group. And over and over and over again, I've watched them make countless mistakes, like just countless mistakes. And it's not because they're not trying. It's because they lack wisdom. They lack knowledge, right? And sometimes people are too close to you to hear what it is that you say. I had a young lady, Kayla. I can't even remember what it was that I told her. I think it was a job, dream, and a hustle. That's what it was. I told her that, and everybody, that you got to have a job, a dream, and a hustle. The job pays your bills. The dream is the ultimate goal, and the hustle funds your dream. And she didn't believe me. And so now she started her business. She realized that we need hustle money. We need money to fund our business. And she posted online. You know what? I didn't believe Keenya when she said it, but now I get it. And I literally posted on her page the ultimate eye roll. I said, you gonna listen to me one day or another. And she's like, yeah, you're right. You know, it's funny. But my point in saying that is, you know, it's a lot to learn. It's a lot to learn with your own business, whatever business it is that you're operating. It's a lot to learn that business, and then trying to learn the other aspects of business. It's a lot, and it can be overwhelming. And it's why some people go out of business, because it becomes too much for them. They anticipated making $100,000 their first year in business, and they've never made $1. They didn't anticipate that they were going to have business expenses, or that, you know, their friends and family weren't their target audience. They didn't anticipate anticipate having to pay PayPal fees, you know what I mean, or have a website, or understand that a WordPress site is different from WooCommerce, right? Like they just didn't understand the costs associated with things. And so I'm trying to help more people go along that journey a little bit easier, right? And that's by giving them education, okay? And so for those of you guys that know, you guys know I launched Legacy Lounge Elite, which is the ultimate entrepreneur source for learning. And so what it is, oh, thanks, Lori. And so what it is, it's my new membership group. And so it's only $47 a month. Listen to me before I finish. $47 a month. And you're going to have 30 of my top friends inside of a portal teaching you from different stages. Stage 1 is clarity. Stage 2 is business development, all the legal stuff. Stage 3 is target audience. Stage 4 is product development. Stage 5 is branding. Stage 6 is marketing. And stage 7 is launching. And we're teaching you with tons of videos on each particular topic. So you will log in and watch what you want to learn about. But in addition to that, I am going to be doing a live teaching every single month, a high-level teaching every single month for that group where you can come in there and you can ask questions. One of my friends will come in once a month and they'll teach a high-level training, right? And it's nothing extra. You'll be able to email me and get a response within 24 to 48 hours. And then if you want to work with me one-on-one, or you want to work with my branding company that's called If You Brand It, you're going to be able to get 25% off of my consulting or branding products just for your monthly fee of $47. Right? So we had a young lady who she wants to book a one-on-one call with me, and it's $500 for the hour. And I said, but if you're a member, not only do you get the one-on-one call for 25% off, but you're also going to get all the other stuff in the portal. And then on our one-on-one call, we're going to talk about branding, and you're going to need a logo. You're going to need a website. And so you might as well join the membership so you can get 25% off when it's time to create all that stuff. And so you get like super benefits for being a member, right? Because, you know, it's just cheaper. And for me, it's my way to help more people faster, right? It's hard for me to talk to 100 people in a day with individual calls, but I can talk to 100 people in an hour by doing group coaching, and it'll cost you a whole lot less, okay? So Legacy Lounge Elite, it launched a week ago or what have you, and it's $47 a month. You can cancel at any time, you guys, at any time, and it's always going to be $47 a month for you for the life of your membership. After Friday, on March the 12th, which is Monday, the price of the membership is going to go up to $97 a month. So there's going to be a large group paying $47, and then everybody else that waits till Monday thereafter, they're going to pay an extra $50 a month, okay? So if you guys want to learn a little bit more about it, you can go to KenyaKelly.com/membership, KenyaKelly.com/membership. I encourage you to go to my website on your desktop so you can see how fly it is. We just relaunched it, KenyaKelly.com, and then once you get there, click on membership in the upper right-hand corner, and you can get all your questions answered there. But if you guys have questions about Legacy Lounge, please let me know. But I'm here right now for the next couple of minutes. What type of entrepreneur questions do you guys have? Again, this is part 4 of the series. Part 1 was entrepreneurs make a decision to learn. Part 2 was entrepreneurs work a job, a dream, a hustle. Part 3 was entrepreneurs know when to work and when to rest. And then part 4 is entrepreneurs embrace change. Okay, entrepreneurs embrace change. And so I've got more from this series that I'm going to be sharing with you guys all the rest of the week. But I really sincerely want you guys to understand that just posting on social media is not enough. It's just not. Just because you think you're awesome is not enough. There's people that are subpar to you that are doing better marketing than you, and that's why they're making more money than you, right? That was something that I had to realize. Sorry, one of the other cats has arrived. Was that, I was amazing at what I was doing, but I had to get myself in front of more people in order to make more money. And it wasn't that they were bad, by no means. But if you are going to make more money in your business, you've got to learn how to reach more of your target audience. Hello, Maui. Right? That's the 4-year-old. You got to learn how to reach your target audience, and you've got to do a better job when you get them to you, right? Understand this. You guys have to understand this. You can do the greatest live streams. You can do everything, the greatest events. But when people are ready to pay their money, your stuff cannot look bootleg. I know this is off topic. Hear me. When people get to your website, it cannot look bootleg, because when you buy from a bootleg website, you get a slight feeling that this is going to be bootleg, right? How many of y'all agree? Like, this is just how maybe because I'm bougie with branding, but my thing is that if I don't know how well you deliver and it's my first time buying from you, I'm going to be a little skeptical if your website is bootleg. I'm going to be a little skeptical if your photos are pixelated. I buy clothes online, but if I go to your website and your photos are pixelated, I'm not going to buy from there when I can walk across the street and go to the mall. Thanks, Jennifer. Woohoo! Right? Because, and it's just not me, but it's in general. If y'all went to Walmart today or wherever you go grocery shopping, HEB, and you go to buy a bag of Tostitos, if the bag is, what you call that? What's that word? You know how you got something in color and it sits in the sun for a while and it gets, there we go, faded. If you go to buy a bag of Tostitos chips and the bag is faded, you're like, what's wrong with this bag? What's wrong with these chips? Because it looks faded. Y'all hear what I'm saying? Or you go to the Mac store and you go to get what you call it, foundation, and your darn box is supposed to be black and it's looking gray. You're like, why is this faded? What's going on? And that's the same way people look at your business. And I know that sounds harsh. And I'm not talking about anybody specifically, because I don't know what y'all stuff look like. I know what Jennifer's look like because we designing hers, right? But people gonna judge your stuff. They are gonna judge your stuff, and then they're not gonna buy. That's just some of the stuff we talk about in Legacy Lounge Elite, because it's important. And it doesn't mean you have to spend $1 million on it, but it should look like you spent $1 million. You hear what I'm saying? The first time I had a website design, it cost me $250. I think it was $250 to have a website design. $250. Do you hear me? And it looked like it cost me $10,000. Why? I took a whole long time on that website. A long time with the pictures, with the text, with the colors, with everything. And people were like, oh my God, this is bomb. Now, let me tell you something. I spent a lot of money on KeenyaKelly.com. Y'all go ahead and go to the site. I want everybody to go to Keenya Kelly. Listen, I'm proud. Like, say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud. Listen, I want y'all to go to the new KeenyaKelly.com from your desktop. And I want you to give me an evaluation. Don't be picking if I got some words wrong or whatever. We're going to fix it. But yeah, listen, I spent time and I spent energy and I spent money on that site. A lot of time, a lot of money, right? Because I understood that in this season that we're up leveling everything. And so I had to reinvest. I had to embrace the change. And then the changes with so much stuff I had to learn about this new website. I was like, oh my God, But listen, and I understood that if I'm going to ask somebody for $100,000, I want people to feel like, yep, I want to work with her. I've had so many people say, you know what? I want to work directly with you because that right there was the bomb. I want that, right? But it took me a long time. It took me a lot of money to get it to where I wanted to get to, but I was willing to do what I needed to do, because in order for me to generate more money, I had to make some changes. And that's why I say entrepreneurs embrace change, okay? So Lori said, can we please have a list or steps exactly what video setup and apps you use, live video setup? So Lori, good question. We're actually going to be talking about those things inside of Legacy Lounge Elite, and Lori is actually one of our living legends inside of that group. So don't worry, Lori, we will be talking about that inside of Legacy Lounge. And so those watching this video, go ahead and come and join us in order to get that. Lori also said, can there be a lesson on how to set up the background of your Facebook Live? Struggling with that. Well, listen, let me show you. You see what that is right there? Who's that? That's Faith. Faith. I'm so wrong. All right, Faith. All right. So today, this is my background. Precious girl. Sorry, I just woke her up. Okay. So from a technical standpoint, I'm in my living room at this point. You hear what I'm saying? But I have my awesome ring light. But we will talk about that in detail inside Legacy Lounge Elite. Okay. So Lori, if I were you, I would post that inside of the group, and then I can answer it inside of there and help you in there. Because listen, she's part of the elite group, so she gets the elite info. All right. Okay. Does anybody else have any questions? Yeah. Oh, so I got those signs from Hobby Lobby, but we'll talk about that inside of the Legacy Lounge Elite. All right. Any questions, you guys? Now, again, don't forget that the Legacy Lounge Elite is $47 a month until Monday of this coming week, right? So $47 a month, and it's a month forever. You get access to everything, all the discounts and all that. As of Monday, it goes up to $97 a month, and so you want to make sure that you can save $50 a month by getting in now. I think that's it. Oh, you go to KeenyaKelly.com/membership to look at all the details. So if one of you guys wouldn't mind, post that in the comments. KeenyaKelly.com/membership. Okay, so if there's no more questions in here, guys, I'm going to let you guys go for the evening. I've got some other things set up and things I got to do before the evening is over with, including things going on with these animals. All right. Okay, guys. So no more questions. I love you guys. Hope you guys understand that entrepreneurs embrace change and that you guys be willing to make changes. All right, guys. So hope you guys have a great evening, and I will chat with you guys later. Bye.